Good morning. Today we're going to be driving to work. We're using 14.2.1 and let's see how it goes today. We'll be driving in standard on the way there, and tomorrow we're going to do fast. Apparently it rained last night. Everything's wet. Clean the windshield a little bit. This is a school zone. Let's make sure. Oh, no. Going way too fast for a school zone. Does it see it? Does it know it's a school zone? Well, it's not going 30. It's going 21, but it definitely didn't go 15. 20. It sees the flashing lights. But since everybody else was going fast, the car also went fast. Yeah, I would think it would go 50 miles an hour. Period. Maybe 16. You definitely do not want to risk it in a school zone. Especially here in South Florida, they've installed cameras by the school zones. So the cop doesn't even have to be there. You'll just get the ticket in the mail. Hopefully I won't get a ticket. So it definitely was not going full speed. See, full speed will be, that's a 30-mile zone, it will be 35. So it was going 20 something. 25 at one point and then slowed down to 20. No. That's way too fast. Wow. Now, see the solid traffic here? It has to get to the right. But sometimes the car has tried to get to the left to cut everybody off all the way at the light. If he tries that, I'm gonna have to take over. And there he goes. He cut somebody off. Incredible. Speed limit here is 70. I'll probably go 75. All the YouTubers I watch, they sure do have a lot of stuff to say. I don't have much. Car is driving itself. It just works. 99% of the time it works. That's why you do have to be careful. There is that 1% of the time we'll do something a little crazy. So you gotta be alert to take over. Today shows to stay on the slow lane. Normally it would get on the faster lanes to the left, and then as it approaches the exit, it'll get to the right. But for some reason today it decided to stay on the slow lane. It hasn't even attempted to get out of it. Guy in front of me is doing 50 on a 70-mile zone. Not sure why. Wow, slow lane all the way there. See, that's what's interesting. How does it make those decisions? Because it's the first time it does that. I've been driving the car for a while now, and it normally wouldn't do that. It will get to the left to go in the faster lanes, to go at least 70, which is the speed limit. Yet today it shows to stay on the right and go slow, even though we have it set to standard. That felt more like a chill, or even sloth. Today's just one of those days. Well, that was a very slow, uneventful drive. Here I will have to take over as soon as we get to the fence. It always makes a mistake here. It doesn't go into the right driveway. See, it stops here. Goes right past it, even though it's clearly marked in the map. And I will stop recording here. We're not allowed to record at work. Way home. 18-minute drive. Start self-driving. It's been raining all afternoon. The roads are wet. There's a lot of traffic. This right here is pretty cool. I always cut through the parking lot when I'm driving. And I guess Autopilot picked that up and is doing the same thing I do. Because this is not really a street, it's just a parking lot. But it's definitely a nice little shortcut. Alright. Yep. Ooh. Right there, you saw it? You had plenty of time to go, but it decided to hit the brakes. Kind of freaked out. Not sure why. It was plenty of time to go. Alright, let's go now. There we go. So it hesitated there. I mean, there were cars coming from each end, but he had plenty of time. I guess I'd rather be safe. I guess it would be no different than a human when you hesitate a little bit. Should I go? Should I go? Sprinkling right now. I have the wipers set to automatic, but sometimes they don't work very well. So let me help it a little bit. I wonder if it knows when it's raining to keep a little more distance from the car in front of you. Oh, there is no separate profile for when it's raining, it's just the same exact thing. You see what I mean? The wipers. You would think this much water would kick in the wipers. Okay. There we go, finally. Now I find that they're going too fast. It's definitely based on speed. Since we're going faster, the wipers are wiping more, but now it's barely raining, and it's wiping like crazy. So let's change that to manual controls. Since auto just doesn't do a good job. In the morning, it picked the slowest lane and just went on the slowest lane all the way to work. In the morning, it picked the right lane, slow lane, and it just stayed there the whole ride to work. Not having LiDAR, not having any type of radar in the car, it does make me question how good are the cameras when it's raining. I guess the cameras in the front, they have the wiper, but cameras in the back, cameras on the side. A new report came out today that Tesla's self-driving is 7 times safer than driving yourself. That's huge. 7x. That's mind-blowing. I mean, the numbers don't lie, so. Here in this exit, it always makes me a little nervous because it likes to wait to the very last second. A little more aggressive on this exit. Today I'm getting my new iPad, M5 iPad. Can't wait to start editing the videos. I'm just dying to see how much faster it is. We have a green light, but it knows not to block the intersection. That's pretty cool. Unlike the regular drivers that have zero issues blocking the intersection. It did the right thing. If not, we would have been stuck there. Like that guy. And it's not like the traffic is going anywhere. So that was definitely the right decision. You don't want it to be too aggressive, but you also don't want everybody to get in front of you. Alright, let two people in. They were pretty tight together, so I would have done the same. Alright, decided to make a left at this light, but we're gonna definitely miss the light. So that's how you scratch your rims for no reason. I mean, there's still a red light. You got scratch your rings for no reason. You know what? I'm glad he decided to make a left here. Traffic is crazy going that way. And in case I haven't said it before, it is just, once you get used to it, once you've self-driven for like a week or two, it's so relaxing. Yeah, the first week, you're a little tense, because the car is driving itself, which is kind of crazy. But after a week, you get used to it, and it's just so relaxing. I mean, you're still paying attention to the road, but it's not the same, You're not the one driving. You're able to relax. Especially after a long day of work, the last thing you want to do is drive in traffic. So having the car drive for you is amazing. It's something that you have to experience for yourself. I can tell you 1,000 times how great it is, but you won't know until you actually experience it for yourself. And if they truly come out with 14.3 that will allow you to text and drive, wow. I mean, I'm not sure if I'll do it right away, but that's definitely going to be a game changer. I guess I will do it just for testing purposes. There was a tree branch on the road, and it swerved to get out of the way to make it wouldn't run it over. That is pretty nice. Okay, here we can go in the right lane because we're arrested. Alright, let's see. He sees the gate. Gate goes up. We go forward. There's a second gate. Just gotta move up a little more. Second gate opens. We wait for it. Beautiful. See, so that guy's not going anywhere. And there's actually nobody in the driveway. So let's see where he chooses to park. There's a car headed this way. Hopefully he waits. And there's a cat in the driveway. Let's see if he sees the cat. He sees the cat. And alright, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Thank you guys. See you in the next one.